Good evening and happy Canada Day. Canada Day celebrations are underway around the Thunder Bay area. We'll start our coverage at Fort William Historical Park, where they kicked things off this morning by showcasing our country's rich diversity and heritage. Community members and tourists alike had a chance to explore the Anishinaabe encampment and the fort, which offered a day of music and dancing. A wide variety of activities were being put on for the whole family to learn about and celebrate Canada's history. The fort's manager of marketing and visitor experiences, Jennifer McFarlane, says she's grateful for the community and some American tourists who chose to celebrate our National Day at the historical park.
Yeah, we are having a great day so far. We have lots of people here that have joined us already, like well over 1,000 and more driving in as I speak, really just to celebrate Canada, to celebrate the diversity of Canada, the diversity of our community, and also to honor the Indigenous people, First People of this land. So we're taking some time today also to reflect and share knowledge and education with the public today.
There's lots of people out. It's a bright, sunshiny day. My son went on a canoe ride and threw some axes, and we had some good food. So it's been a great day. Lots of good music. Everything's going really well.
Have you guys come out here before for Canada Day?
Oh yes, usually most years we'll come out here for Canada Day. I used to work here, so this is a place to bring my son to and show him. Hopefully one day he'll work here too.
They have a ton of fun games. They also have a bell house with like Persians and coffee for the grown-ups if you want to drink that. And like my dad was saying, they have axe throwing, which I've been waiting for a while, where you could throw an axe and they teach you how to do it, and it's very fun.
Thunder Bay residents had the chance to board a tall ship today as part of the city's Canada Day festivities. The St. Lawrence II was docked at Prince Arthur's Landing, where crew members gave free deck tours. Visitors lined up to get aboard the 24-meter-long vessel, which was built in the 1950s. Operated by Tall Ship Exhibitions Canada, the St. Lawrence II is a custom-built tall ship for experiential outdoor adventure programs. Today's tours were only from 3 to 6 o'clock, but the ship will return on July 19th with more free public tours that afternoon. Captain Alistair Beverly says it was amazing to see so many people come out and tour the ship.
What it tells me is that it tells me that people are still interested in sailing, and we hear a lot in the news and whatnot about how people are not as interested in the outdoors and whatnot. But seeing this today just tells me that that's not all true. Like, there's not as much truth to that as people might think. So we see here today that there's so many people out and about ready to come see this interesting vessel, this part of Canadian history, and like maybe people here will be inspired to go out and do something different with their lives other than the day-to-day and the mundane.
The Canada Day festivities continue at Marina Park until 9 tonight with musical performances on the main stage by Lukewarm and the Cold Ones, the Sensational Hot Rods, and Urban Hip. MNR firefighters have been very busy over the past few days as over 24 new forest fires have popped up around the Northwest. Fortunately, most of those blazes were put out quickly. There were 13 new fires reported on Saturday, 11 on Sunday, and another 4 yesterday. Out of those 28 fires, 18 of them were in the Red Lake District, 7 were around Sioux Lookout, and just 1 of them was in the Thunder Bay District, near the Kopka River. The MNR says many of the fires were likely started by lightning, but were small and easy to put out. The fire hazard in the Northwest region ranges from low in the Thunder Bay area and up towards the far north, with high to extreme conditions in the western corner of the region. Meanwhile, the largest forest fire this season, Red Lake 12, is still not under control. It grew slightly overnight to over 195,000 hectares, but its fire behavior is low thanks to some recent rain. For the 6th year in a row, there will be no Canada Day fireworks at the Thunder Bay waterfront. And once again, that's meant more business for local fireworks dealers, as many people plan to shoot them off tonight at their camps or in their backyards. Pyro Boys once again had their pop-up trailer set up at Arthur Street Marketplace. Owner Bill Groombridge says they were worried a few weeks ago that the MNR fire ban would impact their Canada Day sales. But the restricted fire zone was lifted on June 14th, meaning fireworks are are allowed as long as municipal bylaws are followed. Groombridge says they had a lot of last-minute shoppers this afternoon picking up fireworks for tonight. And he has some safety tips and advice for anyone planning to host their own pyrotechnics show.
Just be mindful of what you're doing. If you have neighbors with dogs, just let them know that you're lighting off fireworks. Remember, there's people that are working shift work, so after around 11 o'clock at night, end your show. It doesn't have to go to midnight. And just safety in your setup, that makes for a much safer and a much more enjoyable show. When you're setting up all the pieces, make sure everything feels secure. The rule of thumb is if it can tip over, if it feels like it can tip over, it will tip over. So, and avoid the alcohol till after the show. That's the alcohol is the biggest problem because people don't set things up right and then they fall over.
Switching gears to Murillo, where vehicle enthusiasts from the Thunder Bay area revved up their automobiles for a Canuckin Classic celebration where vintage rides and national pride rolled out in style. Car, truck, and motorcycle enthusiasts all flocked to the Murillo Fairgrounds for the Oliver Agriculture Society's first ever Canada Day show and shine. The free family event showcased vintage rides, custom builds, and Canadian pride under the summer sun. President of the Oliver Agricultural Society, Lindsay Kolaski, says she's thrilled to see how many cars are celebrating our country's birthday.
Well, Canada Day is a great time for communities to come together and enjoy time together in a safe space where we can celebrate being Canadian and being able to have the freedom to gather together and to celebrate our country. We had cars coming as early as 1 p.m., so that's very exciting. Lots of excitement for the event and great use of the grounds.
You know what? It's absolutely great. I mean, it's part of having the cars. You want people to see them, and little kids come up. You can show them your car, show them the inside. They got a huge number of cars here today. It's absolutely amazing, and it's a great day for it. A bit of a breeze, sunny, but lots of really, really nice cars, and quite honestly, a lot of cars that I haven't seen before. That just kind of snuck out of the woodwork for this show, so that's pretty amazing for the event these guys have put on, and the response that it's getting. It's just great.
Just tell me a little bit about your car. Tell me the make and the model, what year it is.
It's a 1969 Chevelle SS. Built it from the ground up. Happy Canada Day, everyone. And I hope everyone has a great day.
If anyone is interested in checking out the lot for themselves, the show and shine runs until 7 p.m. tonight. A couple from Slate River has just won a new house thanks to the Fort William Rotary Club's 39th annual lottery. Larry and Jolene Loisel are this year's winners and were able to rush down today to check out the luxury home in the Parkdale subdivision.
After 15 years of buying Fort William Rotary House lottery tickets, Larry and Jolene Loisel never imagined they'd actually win the grand prize. But then they got a phone call on Tuesday morning.
I was kind of shocked when she said, it's Cindy from the Fort William House Lottery. And then I went, Fort William House Lottery, it's 11 o'clock July 1st.
After the shock wore off, the couple rushed from their home in Slate River to the new house on Bruin Crescent. They took a quick tour of the 4-bedroom split-level home, which is valued at over $700,000. However, the Loisels don't plan on moving in and will instead put the house on the market. And they've already got plans for the proceeds.
I'm getting a new car. Actually, I'm getting a Toyota 4Runner, but
it's going to make
the loaded one.
A huge difference. It's going to make a huge difference for our retirement, for sure.
More travel.
Yeah, more travel.
House Lottery Chair Cindy Levanto says these calls never get old.
Well, this being our 39th year and my second time having the honor to call the winner of the house, and quite honestly, this one was really special because I know both Jolene and Larry, and so it was very nice to be able to make that call.
In the almost 40 years the draw has been held, the Fort William Rotary Club has raised nearly $9 million for local charities. Levanto says it's gratifying being able to support so many causes in and around the Thunder Bay region.
It's very impactful, supporting local and regional charities, and near and dear to our Rotarians' hearts, right? We all choose the charity that we want the money to go to, and again, very impactful, and hospitals, children, arts, you name it. It's there's so many worthy charities out there, and we're happy to be able to help them out locally.
Jessica Clement, TBT News.